What's up, y'all? Brother J Day. This is gonna be a super short video. I just want to show you how to stratify this shit. That's all we're gonna do. Show you to stratify this. No talk, just stratify. Here we go. First, I gotta break my pan down, so I got some room to work. I'm getting my floor up, and I'll tolerate it this time. Much like you guys. Alright. So, as you can see, there's that same bar of sand that I had from the last video. Same blue bowl. Just took it out of my white bowl. Okay? Why is that? Because I have this mat glued to my blue bowl here. This mat is just a regular mat I bought at Dollar General, a foot mat for your front door. It's got these little rubber teeth on it, which are fantastic for separating materials. Helps to stratify shit really, really good. Excuse my French, but for real, it works great. Watch this. Okay. Now on this side, so this is a two-prong system. I'm going to call it a two-prong system. I don't care what anybody says. It's got teeth here. These teeth will allow anything to go through them vertically as long as they're smaller than a centimeter. If they're smaller than a centimeter, they'll go right through these teeth vertically. Nothing will stop them. That's why, or I should have held it like this. Anything smaller than a centimeter will go through these vertical teeth here. It won't be stopped by these ridges, okay? That's why these are here. These are here to cause a vertical stop of the water. As the water runs toward the top, here, let me show you. Play around a little bit. Here's some real stratification. Pour off the dirt. Here's how we go. Step one. You got your materials in your bowl. You got water in your bowl. Stir the bowl with your finger in soapy water. Remember the soapy water on your fingers? Do this. This seasons your bowl, first of all. And while you're seasoning your bowl, it's also stratifying this fine material. Make sure to snap your fingers in the water a little and clean your fingernails. You'll lose gold like that. You will. You'll lose little pieces of gold in your fingernails. Alright. Don't forget, I got these solid tubes up here, and on this side I've only got ridges, okay? These tubes up here will stop any vertical process, so I won't lose anything at all as long as I control my thrust. This right here will let anything below a centimeter go through it, so I have to be very, very careful. This is only for micro gold. This over here I can work pebbles and heavier material. And you go like this. Goes a little something like this. You want about an inch and a half of water for every centimeter of material. You ain't sinking that high, you ain't getting no shine. Alright, so I got a nice little certification there. I'm just gonna shake that off like that. Just let the dirt ride on out there. Not too hard, be easy now. Don't let it all go, it's only the first round. Come back in, settle it in. When I'm swirling it, that's just my own personal thing. It's not really stratifying anything, it just kind of settles it evenly to the bottom. Stratification is this right here. When that water and that air and those rocks all mixed together in one big slushy, that's stratification. Gently go to the rim of your bowl so the heaviest fall to the lowest part. Take it back to the bottom. Stratify. Got a little bit of dirt right here. Stratify. Now, you get good with this, you can do it with one hand, but I strongly recommend the first month always use two hands. But I've been doing this about 2 years. So I'm going to show you real quick. You can't stratify with one hand, you just got to be careful. You want the bottom of the bowl flush to the earth, okay, when you stratify with one hand so you don't lose any materials. And then you slowly tilt everything forward and you stratify, but at a lighter, easier pace. And you just let it kind of settle in there and wash off the dirt. Let gravity do a little work. I usually do 2. If I do 3, I get carried away and lose stuff. It's a little different technique. first technique, I was stratifying side to side by squeezing the bowl so that the water would splash back over to the other side. That way I don't lose any materials. But I can stratify this way. The main thing is you want a sliding motion. It can be side to side, it can be front and back, doesn't really matter, whatever's good for you, but you want a sliding motion. Alright? Mostly I do it side to side because it makes it easier to rotate the bowl. You rotate the bowl down to about a 45-degree angle. As you can see, about a 45-degree angle. And that makes the solids fall down in the bottom rim here. This rim, the solids are in that bottom rim there. When you come down here, you just let gravity do the work. Wash off the dirt, wash off the lights, wash off the lights. That 3 times will probably get carried away. Forward stratification, side stratification. Side stratification, gave an angle about 45. Cool. Let the dirt go. Wash off the lights. Wash off the lights. Turn it all back to the bottom. Now you might wonder about this lid right here. It's floating around here doing nothing. But there's a reason for it. If I didn't have this, I want something to trap anything that I might lose. But some stuff is going to wash over the top, and you always want to have a container you can research for anything that might have fell over the top. So that's why you have these things like this. However, I'm going to move this out of the way because it's aggravating me for a second, and I do have a bigger pan to catch it. So you see, we got rid of about a third of our lights. Let me pull that off to show you. So we've gotten rid of about a third. I don't know if you can see that, but there's about a third of the material left in there that we started with. About 1/3. I can see some black sand, but it's not really much. So I'm just going to swirl it for a minute just because I like to do that. That's my thing. I don't really stratify anything, but it makes me feel good. Spreads everything around on the bottom, I guess. I'm going to dump a little water off. The general rule is you want about 1.5 inches of water for every centimeter of material. For every centimeter of material, you want to have about 4 inches of wall space on your bowl. So if you got a centimeter of material, you want about 4 inches on your wall. Okay. So a little more water. Stratify that. Let's keep kind of light, so I ain't gonna work my iron so hard. I'm gonna go with one hand here, and as you can see, I'm stratifying sideways at 45 degrees. And I just kind of slow it down a little bit. Just kind of back it off. Let the heavies fall down to the bottom. Let nature do its job, really. Tip it in the water. 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 Okay. I'm getting really close to the fine sand now. I can see black sand down there, and I'm getting some good fine sand. Stratifying. I'm still stratifying quite vigorously. It's just I have a lot less water and dirt, so it takes a lot less effort now. The closer you get to pavement, the less work you got to do. I'll back off a little bit. Stratify it all the way down to the very center, the very bottom, the lowest part of the bowl, 45 degrees. Pour off the dirt. Make nature do its work. Pour off the pour off the lights. Take it back down to the bottom. Stratify. Don't carry away. This is right about where I lose my patience and I throw everything down the damn stream. So don't lose your patience. Just be patient and work it. I can see black sand. You just gotta hang in there. Go stratification. Take it down to about 45 degrees. Wash off the dirt. Let nature do its work. Wash off the lights. Stratify. Now I probably could stop right here and show you what I got in the bowl, but I'm missing a very important piece of equipment. It's called a jeweler's ring. I have to get one. If I had a jeweler's ring, I could show you what's in the bowl right now, but all I've got is that lens, the magnification lens. I can't really show you what's in the bowl off that magnification lens. It's not good for camera work. So anyway, one more time. Wash off the dirt. What you need to do is work. Wash off the lights. A little extra this time, what the heck. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Well, how are we going to see? We got all that dirty water in there. I know that. Just relax, man. I'm using the dirty water just to wash it down and kind of see what's going on. I'm making good progress. At this point, I got about half river material and half black sand. So I'm going to do this maybe once, maybe twice more. I must not have done a really good dust off. Maybe on that first one I wasn't really hitting it. But I'm pretty sure I can get it on this one. So we're going to stratigraph this real good. Get that nice and easy. Wash off the dirt. Just do this work. Alright. What we got left here? Now I want to show you something about my little blue bowl. My bowl is blue. These ribs here, you may notice that I left a gap right here, that there is nothing to catch any material. There is a time when you're separating flour gold from black sand, you just have to be careful. There's no such thing as a ridge or any kind of trap. You just fucking have to look at what you're doing and be careful and be patient. What you're going to do then is you're going to agitate this water like I'm agitating it so that you can keep the lightest material suspended and the heaviest material in the bottom of the bowl. And don't pour out all the water. Leave about 1/8 of an inch of water in the bowl before you start. Now, I am pretty sure you're going to see what I'm about to show you. Trusty light. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all see that? If you look down at the flat of the bowl, right here where my finger is, there's a streak of black sand. From here, not quite the tip, almost the tip, up to here. Almost all black sand. See it? That's the tip. In the center is black sand. You see that little speck? That's probably, honestly, it's probably lead. That's pretty shiny in its natural state. And then that stuff at the very top edge, right here by the edge of the bowl, that stuff is river sand. It's still not washed out yet. So it's pretty easy to get out. You just got to be careful. You're going to dip the water here and just very gently wash it out. Now when you do this, you want to make sure the water pressure pushes to the back of the bowl first, because it pushes the heavies down. You saw how I did that. I kind of plunged that bowl in there a little bit hard. That's okay. I wanted to push that black sand to the bottom of the bowl. And I want to encourage the light sand to get the hell out of there. At this point, I'm not terribly going to cry, even if I lose a little black sand, because I'm not prospecting black sand. I'm looking for gold. If I lose a little black sand, I'm probably not going to lose very much gold. Gold is a lot heavier. Now, let's see if I can show you. Oh, I got quite a bit of water in there. I want some of that water off before I lose everything. Okay, you see it? It's hard for me to tell from the reflection on my view. But that black sand right there is iron pyrite, quartz, and I don't know. It's a whole lot of copper, iron, various kinds of iron pyrite, all kinds of random base metals. Might be some zinc or any kind of thing like that in there. But mostly the black sand is iron pyrite. Calling the wrong names. I'm sorry, I'm making an idiot of myself. Anyway, names wasn't the point. The point was how to stratify. You see that black sand? So we don't have a lot of color in there. Color is what prospectors would say for gold. If they saw gold, they'd say they had some color in there. A couple of little specks of color, a couple of little specks of gold. We don't have very much gold in here, at least not much that I can see off of here. If I really look at it, I might be able to find something. There's usually at least a little grain or two. You can find a couple of little grains anywhere you go in the world. I can't even point to it. Can I? Let me try. I need to put my hat on to show you this. Is that? I think it is. You know what? Okay, that was kind of nasty, but I had to do it. Anyway, check that one time. I'm going water. I'm going to run that down. A little swirl. Separate the sand from the black gold just on a very general stroke. Real general stroke. This really takes some patience. Being patient for less than a tenth of a gram. If there's any gold in there, you'll get it. Just gotta very gently swirl that black off of there. It's kind of harsh. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can't see it, but in this tiny little dot of black sand down there, it's extremely fine gold. But I'd say it's probably 1/10 gold. See if I can get a little bit out of there. I'm really shitty at this part. This is where you gotta be a real serious big time prospector to get this shit. It takes a lot of patience. And this is going to show you what I was talking about. 1 part per million equals a ton of dirt moved for 1 gram of gold. Okay, so that is so tiny, you can't even see it. But there's about 50 microns of gold right there. Micron is a teeny tiny fucking amount of material. But I'd say there's probably about 50 microns of gold right there. 4 hours worth of work, plus the time to pan this out on video, just for that tiny little teeny bit. Now, that's the reason most people quit their prospecting and go back to their day job. But remember this. A month ago, you couldn't even find 50 microns of gold. Today, you know how. If you do this every day for a year, then you'll be able to get a gram of gold every time you go out. Why? 1, you'll know how to process and stratify your materials. 2, you will know where to look. If you want to catch a rabbit, you don't go in the hound house. And if you want to catch a hen, you don't go in the foxhole. You have to go to the hen house to get a hen. You have to go to the hound house to get a hound. You have to go to a foxhole to get a fox. So you have to go to the gold hole to get gold. And that's literally what it is. The very lowest place on the face of the water surface, on the face of the water path, I should say, the path of the riverbed. Those crevices under the rocks, those little ditches and irregularities, where the water will slow down for a second and drop out heavy material and then speed up to get over the hill. Those are gold holes. I'm going to refer you to some videos on that because it's a whole different thing. I'll show you a little bit about it as I'm learning about it more. I understand it, but it's complex. I'd rather have somebody more experienced show you that. But I'll hit you up on those. So we're at 20 minutes and 46 seconds, and that's the raw fundamentals of how to classify and how to stratify. Basically, like I said, this is a terrible classifier, but it's alright. The only objective of a classifier is to take big rocks and make them into little rocks. You want the rocks to all be the same size when you put them in the pan so you stratify right. This is the same thing. I didn't show you this, so I'll show you this real quick before I sign off, and we'll sign off for 30 minutes here. Now I got black sand in here already processed, so I probably don't really want to do this in here. Therefore, what I'm going to do is, I don't have my snuffer bottle. It's all good. I got another approach. Pour off the dirt. Alright, always pour off the dirt. Let nature do its work. Remember, these are very heavy materials. The thing you want to do, you're going to have to tap it, but you got to make sure everything is solid when you tap it. You don't want this shit to bounce. So you see? Show you this, but I don't want to lose nothing here, so I'm being very careful. Okay. You can't really see much. I might be able to see better with the thing down. That's the black dirt. That's the black dirt that I just got out of my blue bowl. I'm gonna call it my bowl blue. That's the black dirt I got out of my bowl blue, right there, black sand. Okay. And what you do with this, you don't throw this away. There could be raw minerals in there that you want. Could be gold, could be silver, could be platinum, could be palladium, could be anything. It's still trapped in the black dirt, so right now it's still worthless. But once you separate it from the black dirt with a little bit more stratification, you're going to be rocking on something. Now, how do you do that? Remember, this edge here is flat. So do not tip the water in the black sand this way, or you're going to lose all your hard work. You've just done 20 minutes worth of work for nothing. Don't be an idiot. Here's what you do. Fold this like a pita bread. Like that. Keep your thumb right there so that black sand does not come out of that crevice, okay? This is kind of tricky. Actually, do it like this too. There's a couple ways. The main thing is just don't let it come over this crack. very gentle, but I'm still stratifying. The thing that moves the last is the thing that's the heaviest. So the gold, platinum, and palladium are the last materials to move on this plate. Black sand was the first thing to move. Okay, see how I got it right here? I got it in my little pita bread. Okay. Now, this is important. I got this thing on this one. I gotta move this smack it. Two important things about what I'm doing here. Not making it up on the fly, this technique, for one thing. Works pretty good though. And a nice little funnel. And as you can see, oh wait a minute, I do have some. I got some sitting up at the very top. Hold up. I got a little bit of black skin at the very top. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I'll catch it back around. One thing about black sand, this heavy, it really ain't going nowhere. I can just pour it down on my bowl and it'll pretty much stay there forever. And I'm gonna pour this excess water out. I'm not too worried about it. That little bulb at the top where the threads are will stop that black sand from coming out. And now, you can see the black sand in the bottom of my transparent jar. These black sands here, they have not been processed out, are called concentrates. Pros call them cons. These are cons. Okay? It's iron pyrite and any other heavy metals that were in the dirt. Anything heavier than iron is going to be in these cons. So if you had gold, you had silver, you had platinum, palladium, copper, iron. Copper's lighter than iron, but it'll probably be in there too. Pyrite. All of that will be right here in this black sand. And you can get it out with a Garrett green bowl, proper panning bowl. They're nice and rigid. They're really good. I like super swooshes. I happen to believe super swoosh is a good pan. 14-inch super swoosh is dope. I like that back pan too. I'm thinking about getting one of those. It's pretty cool with the little magnets to get rid of the black sand. That's handy. I'm thinking I'm going to get one. If it works good, I'll recommend it. I'll let you know. But anyway, right down here is 4 hours worth of work. It's a 3-hour hole in the Rio Grande River, along with about an hour of panning, classification, and then classification that I did right here to break down the black sand from river sand. And you can't really see it on this messed up camera I got here, man, but trust me, black sand is really, really, really micro particle. It is tiny. It's micro. It's not microscopic, but a single piece of black sand, you really can't see it with the naked eye. I mean, you can see there's something there, but it's like trying to define what a star surface looks like. You can see a dot of light. You can't really see the star. Black sand is small like that too. You can see that there's a little dot of black something there, but without a microscope you wouldn't be able to tell a clue as to what a surface texture is like. Alright. Now this label here, you want this thing to come off, and the best way to get this label off is just to put it in your planner. Just leave it there. The label will come off in a while. When the label comes off, you can take your time and get the glue off. And now that I've done that, so we would actually keep on going, because if you're prospecting for real, you're not just going to do one pan and that's your whole day. You're going to spend 5 hours driving out to a prospecting site. You're going to pan out there for 5 or 6 days, 8 hours a day. So the next thing you do is just come right back here. Now, this is a smaller classifier. This screen right here has about 1 millimeter opening. And of course, they can go much smaller than that. I have a screen that has a 0.5 millimeter opening, and that's the smallest screen I've got right now. But you can get one that go even smaller than that if you like. Here's how this works. Take water and get as much water as you can get in here. I just have too much junk. See what I'm doing here? Hold up. Let me check this. Make sure you see this. I had the whole screen, big rocks, little rocks, pebbles, sand, and everything, in the water. See the water? That water is in my blue bowl. The stuff that comes through the screen will stay in my blue bowl. Anything that is too big to go through the screen will stay in the screen. That's what I want. Because if it's too big to go through this screen, then I can see with my eyeball it's a little bowl grabber. But if it falls through this screen, then I'm going to have to process it in the water in order to find the bowl. I wouldn't be able to see the bowl with my visual inspection. So what you do is use your crow's feet. These crow's feet are handy. Use them, okay? Here's how you do it. You put the whole screen underneath the surface of the water. Now, most people process from big to little. I don't know why I like to make life hard on myself. I tend to process from little to big. I like to get the really fine shit out first. If I find some micro gold, then I'm motivated to look for something bigger. If I don't find no micro gold, I don't need to fuck with it. That's just me. That's how I like to do it. Other people are really good at coming up with grabbers and stuff. And you know, I don't have that much luck at just eyeballing a good grabber. I'm not that lucky. Some people just have good luck. I don't have very good luck. I learned how to do shit. I don't do shit on luck too much because my luck is terrible. If I don't know how to do it, I ain't fucking with it. If I know how to do it, believe me, little boy, I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, as you see, there are really big rocks in there. That's about a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch. That's some long rocks in here. Piece of iron harness cable that they were using for the embankment to hold down the concrete bunker that was holding up the bridge that I pulled away to get this material. That came out of the riverbed too. Piece of iron. I need that. Now just for comparison, I'll show you up kind of close. Alright, those tiny little rocks right there. I have no idea what those rocks are. I mean, for 1 or 2, I could probably identify most of them for you by sight. But just quickly speaking, it's just a rough run-of-the-mill collection of everything on the bottom of the Rio Grande River. Most of it's worthless. There might be a couple of little stones or something in there. I don't know. But that's not the point. The real point I want to show you is, would you call that classified? You got big rocks, little rocks, sand, pebbles, all mixed together. No, that's not classified. Check this out. Would you call that classified? You got big rocks, little rocks, pebbles, grains of sand all mixed together. No, that's not classified either. Now, I know anything in this pan right here, I can get it back whenever I want. So, not going to worry about this, I can get it back. But I am going to worry about this. I need everything in this pan to be the same size, or you know, roughly the same size. I was going to say the same size or smaller, but that's misleading. I want everything in this pan to be roughly 1 millimeter in size. To do that, I have to load my pan of water. And I showed you how to stratify. Well, getting material out of the bottom of your pan to classify. I'm about to make a major mistake. Did y'all see it? I'm about to dump all that material straight into my bucket. Mess my whole day up. I need to get all this material to 1 millimeter. How am I going to do that? I'm going to do it like this. That did kind of mess up a little. I forgot I had unstratified material in there. So what I'm going to do, now this is going to break the black sand to the bottom of the bowl just like it did before. And just like it did before, anything that goes through this screen is going to be 1 centimeter or less, provided you don't dump it over the edge of the screen like I did. I'm getting a little tired, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Okay, that's a bunch of pebbles. I don't need that. So I just dump it out. Okay, I'm stratifying. Just because it's good practice. Like I said, you want the heaviest materials are going to follow last. So you got to be forceful about cleaning your buckets. Being forceful about cleaning your buckets means you also have to be very careful because you'll knock everything over the edge. A fine line between getting a bucket classified and just throwing everything in the water. So that's clean. Nothing in there but air and water. That has a couple of little pebbles in it. I have no idea what they are. I don't care right now. I'll figure that out later. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find out if there's more than 1 part per million gold in a square foot of sand. That's what I'm really trying to do here. I gotta pour some water off because I got too much to stratify in this bowl. Remember, about 1.5 inches of water to a centimeter of material to about 4 inches of sidewall. It's still a little bit thick. Okay, there you go. Stratify that a little bit. Pour off the dirt. Make sure it's work. Rock it back. I hadn't shown you this method of rocking it back, but when I get tired, I'll rock my heavies back in the bottom of the pan like this. That's one reason I like this bowl. It's very easy to work with. You can just let it ride on the water and it'll do half the work for you. You still have to do a little work though. Stratification's gonna bust your ass no matter what. So stratify. Remember, stratification means mixing air, water, and gravel simultaneously. If you ain't shaking that hiney, you ain't finding no shiny. Pour off dirt. Make sure it's work. Settle it back. And I'll cheat a little. Stratify. Pour off dirt. Make sure it's work. I know I didn't get a good dump on that. See that big barge of sand right there? Yeah, I faulted the dump right there. All of that shit is flushed over, but I didn't really dump it correctly, so I gotta wash it back. That's okay. I didn't flush it correctly, but I didn't lose nothing. That's good. Stratify it. Bring it down to that 45-degree angle. Remember that 45-degree angle. AskJeffWilliams.com. That brother knows how to prospect. I've learned a lot from Jeff Williams, and I want to give him a little shout out. Thanks, Jeff. Good looking out, bro. Mexico, appreciate you. I think you're in Arizona, but still, I really like the videos. I think they're amenable to the process. Wash off the dirt. Nature do its work. Wash it back. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit, y'all. It's getting kind of late. I'm on my 5th video of the night. I'm gonna go ahead and stratify this bit. Some water there. Wash off the dirt. Wash off the dirt. Take a little ice. That's cool. Stratify that. You see that, right? No matter what level the water is, I'm still mixing air, water, and dirt. That water and that air mix. If you're not mixing the air and the water, you're not stratifying the dirt. Okay. Wash off the dirt. Let's do his work. Show me what we got. Right in the back. Nice. Stratify it. Wait a minute, a little heavy there. Stratify it. Wash off the dirt. Let's do his work. Show him what you got. Come on. Show off the dirt. Do his work. Show him what you got. Come on now. Little excess. Okay, here you don't want to stratify super duper hard because you won't stratify, you'll just remix everything. So you kind of want to slow it down a little bit, just get a side to side motion and let it settle through with the soap. This is the part where that soap really helps the stratification process. Wash off the dirt. Let's do its work. Don't stress over it, but pay attention. Come on, Shorty, show me what you got. Show me some color here. I want to see something. Show me something. One more. Sometimes I get a really good stratification just by letting the bowl rest right on the surface of the water. So the water is bearing the weight of the bowl. All I gotta do is just shake it and I get a real nice smooth stratification like that sometimes. Wash off the dirt. Let's do its work. Come on now, show me something. Show me something good. Yeah, yeah. Baby, baby. Hey, baby, tell me that you love me, yeah, yeah, because I love you, girl. Love that gold boy. I'm in love with indica, yes I am. I'm in love with indica. I gotta sing to myself when I do this. It gets tiring sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. So stratify the dirt. Wash out the dirt. Needs to do his work. Come on now, show me something. Boom. Nice fat barge of black sand. Okay, that right there is blue and that's blue. But that right there is a barge of black sand. Let me highlight on that for you. So, you got a barge of black sand that goes from here, trickles down to here. And, so I got quite a bit of light materials. Most of this appears light materials. I'm gonna rinse that out. Oh, I'm sorry, Smoke. Sorry, Boo. But you can see right here how this system works. This right here is river sand. And that right there is black sand. This traps the black sand and gold down here. And these prevent any gold from slipping over the top by accident. And this lighter stuff is so much lighter than this that the water running off it at a 45-degree angle will knock 90% of that right off the edges. I won't even lose my black sand. But you always tip your bowl back first. Tip your bowl back. And it gets all your black sand down there in the bottom. Clean off the dirt. He's doing his work. Show me something. Okay. Now I'm going to go around to this side because I know everything here is nothing but fine sand. If I want to get the rest of that fine beach sand out of there, I got to go to this side. Now the only ruffle I got is this really fine line on the opposite sides. Like I said, these pins here will only stop material a millimeter and bigger. If it's less than a millimeter, it'll go right out the edge. So you have to be careful with this. Here's how I get the rest of the river sand out of my black sand. Because most prospectors hate black sand. It gets in the way of the gold. I fucking hate pyrite. I hate pyrite. I know if you find pyrite, you can actually get gold from the pyrite through a chemical process, but I'm not trying to do all that. I just want to go straight to raw gold. I hate pyrite. Back. So, dirt. Do its work. Back. Show me something. Before you trail the water out of the bowl, more materials are going to drain on the back. You'll be good to go. And this thing is done in under 47 seconds. That's how you prospect, y'all. That's how. That's the raw material of it. I'll get my Garrett bowl out here and I can show you in 10 minutes with a Garrett bowl how to do it with a Garrett bowl. But you already got the basic process right there. Here's all of the equipment you need. And here's the process and the method on how to go about it. House piece of gold. Alright. Now the last thing, might as well go to it now. Remember this? Watch this. So, okay, this is really fine material here, so I really don't want to right now what I'm doing, I don't want to wash anything into my big pan. I want to consolidate everything out of my ripples into the bottom of the bowl. I want everything in the bottom of the bowl because it's all really, really fine. So I'm going to run it out here along that raw cut where there is no ripple at all. I already told y'all about that. You got to be careful about it. Matter of fact, I definitely have to have a prospect knife for this. It's kind of hard to see really, really fine gold, but it's not hard to see that thing flow out in a great big flush. So I want my light on this so I can make sure I see what I'm doing. Thought I lost it, didn't you? No, it's still in there. I thought I lost it too for a second. Gold is the heaviest thing in the water. So I'm going to pour all the gold to this bottom row here. Yeah. I really don't have enough gold in my rinse pan here. Show you. See that right there? I know you can't see that. Damn, I gotta get a better camera. Maybe we'll see it this time. See that really fine metallic streak right there where my fingernail is? That's gold. It's not a lot. Not a lot. Yeah. It is gold though. Probably about a milligram or less. But it's real gold. I got it out of the ground. Ain't nobody mad at me. It's mine. I get to keep it. I'm keeping it too. Okay. So last thing I got to do, because I got some grimy ass water in here, I'm going to run this over my riffles so I don't lose anything. Get rid of that really grimy water. And I usually do it like this, kind of running off the edge like that. I probably lost a few lights, but I didn't lose anything important. I still had a few tiny little bit of lights in there. Not worried if I lost those. Okay. So, finish bowl. Why am I doing it like that? Because gold and heavy metals, they're going to stay down there. They're not going to shoot over that first riffle right there because of the force I'm doing this. Might lose a tiny little bit, but not much. Got some more water. And one thing I was thinking about doing on this bowl I haven't done yet is taking a knife and cutting some really, really sharp, not all the way through the wall, but really deep into the wall to catch this micro gold. Because if you take the tip of a knife and you gouge little racetracks along the thing, it'll catch that micro gold nice, bro. I'm telling you, really will, yes, bro. Yeah. You see, I definitely got a little bit of copper. Oh, cool. I got some raw copper. Might be pyrite. I don't need a jeweler's class for it, but there's either gold or pyrite in there. It's really small though. I doubt you'll be able to see it. I'll try to show it to you. If you look, damn, where'd it go? That was it. That was it. They had to put pyrite. Pyrite won't float off like that. Found out. Just don't water out on the inside. I'm good. If it fell out, I ain't worried about it. Ain't worth keeping. Alright. Now this stuff at the trail, that's the lightest stuff. Stuff at the back, that's the heaviest stuff. Stuff here, stuff there, that's heavy. Stuff there, that's light. Okay? If you look right here at the back, I have to do this in daylight next time. You look right here at the back, you'll see a very fine little trace of metallic material in there. It could be nickel, which ain't worth much, or aluminum, or Or it could be platinum or palladium or silver. I think I saw one little speck of something that looked like either pyrite or gold. It wasn't big enough to be called a grabber, but it was big enough I could eyeball it. So okay, so that's how you do it. So that's 2 rotations on stratification, gold painting. Like I said, it's hard work, man. To really do this for a living, you have to go up for a week. You have to do this like 12 hours a day for a week straight and come back with a good ounce. And that's if you're in a place where you got like 4 parts, 6 parts, 7 parts per million. 7 parts per million, and you move a ton of dirt, you're going to come back with 7 grams of gold. A ton of dirt ain't a lot of dirt, dude. A ton of dirt is only a hole about 4 feet by 3 feet. A 4 foot by 3 foot hole out there where I live is about a ton of dirt. So it's not a lot of dirt. I probably move, if I'm really lazy and I feel like just BSing around and enjoying the weather, I'll probably move 2.5 tons in a day. If I got 7 parts per million, I'll come back with about half ounce of gold. And I'm feeling really energetic. I might be someplace where I only got 2 parts per million of gold, but I might move 4 tons of dirt. That'd be 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 grams of gold. Because it's 2 parts per million, I move 4 tons of dirt. Try to get 8 grams of gold. I might be in a place that's rich, and I might feel like working my ass off. I might feel like moving 10 tons of dirt. Not likely, I've only done that twice, only twice in my life. If I tried to move anywhere near 10 tons of dirt, that should wear you out. 10 tons of dirt works out to a 45-minute dig cycle every hour for 8 hours straight. You'll be tired. Trust me. After 8 hours, you won't want to fucking breathe. You just want to fucking drop. But you can do it. You can move 8 tons of dirt in 8 hours. No sweat. It's not hard. I just want to do it. You know what time it is, brother? J time. That's right. Check y'all. More prospecting next time. Prospecting 101 with Brother J. Learn the way as I learn the way. Each one teach one. Each one. Bless. Bah. Solid hour video right there. Pretty good stretch. Fucking tired. What time is it? Stop, man. My video's bugging, y'all. It won't stop. I still got a few minutes here, but it won't seem to stop. Prospect the bill. Oh, heck. I might have to shut the thing all the way down. I think I might have to shut my video software all the way down just to stop this. I hope I don't lose this video.